Okay, perfect. Hi guys. So in this video, we're gonna see how to install the chain code. In previous video, we got some errors, right? So we're gonna solve all those things, like what was the issue, and let's get start to set up our network. So what I did after that video, just we shut down our network, and this is a simple command to close our network. Like you have to be in Fabric sample test network directory, and then you have to do sudo network as such down. Cool. So this will down our network. So what it will do, it will close first, it will stop your containers, it will stop, and then it will remove your containers, and it if any volumes are there or any network created, these all are Docker components. Okay, volume is the data they will store for running those containers. They'll erase everything. Okay, cool. So my network is down now, so I'll show you with sudo docker ps command as well. Sorry, sudo docker ps, nothing is running here. Okay, now let's try to run a network. So this might be the repetitive step, but it's good to follow these commands. You should also understand what are the steps to set up our network. Cool. Our network is up. I can see the containers. Now let's create the channel. We're gonna create a channel and onboard our organization. Organization got created. Orderer got created. We'll onboard this organization on our channel. The channel name is my channel. Cool. Now the channel is getting onboarded. Okay, my channel one got joined the channel. You can see, I can see the logs over here. Parallelly, when we see these logs, they'll generate their cryptogens as well. If you want to see that, I can show you. It's inside. I hope you can check this sidebar. If you go inside test network and inside test network organization, orderer org and peer org. So these all things, orderer organization, peer organizations got generated now in runtime. You can see org1, org2. When we down this network, it will get removed. Or these are mostly the auto generated and cryptogens as well. They'll generate not this one. I think some other artifacts also get generated in runtime in channel artifacts. Yeah, these are all channel artifacts. You can see the MSP block. These are block config and all those things. Membership service provider stuff will get generated dynamically. This is important to understand. Now, cool. Our script is done. Now it's good time to uh, start our command. So first, what we'll do, let me just go a little bit up, clear this, and show you again the Docker containers. We'll use a -a to show all the containers to check if there are any containers getting into exit state or not. It's up, 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 up. Okay, cool. So now I have my couch GB as well as my ledger got generated when we onboard the channel. So our ledger will also get added into the network. Now what we need to do, we need to deploy our chain code on organization, on both the organization, on peer 0 and peer 0 of org1 and peer 0 of org2. On both the channel will get deployed. Okay, so let's do this way. I'll run this command, and parallelly I'll show you the Docker as well. So this is a command to run the install the chain code, right? So what we need to do, this command is pretty simple. We are triggering the deployCC's deploy chain code script, and then from there I'm passing the chain code name as test chain code. Then the path where that chain code is stored, it's asset transfer basics / chain code JavaScript. So let's check that. That's what I already showed in last video. So here it is exactly. Okay, assets transfers basic inside that chaincode JavaScript, and then here should we have package.json and index.js. Previously, I was facing some dependency issues with respect to Node.js, but it got resolved. Okay, now let's see. And then C-CCAL is nothing but the which chain code language you are using. I'm using JavaScript. Feel free to use another one. We have four options here: Go, Java, JavaScript, and TypeScript. TypeScript is also one of the language we have here separately for writing chain code. So I'm using JavaScript as of now. Cool. So now let's go and hit this command. Now what it will do, it will first create a package, right? It will create a package, and that package we can see inside network. You can see install lifecycle, installation, submit install proposal. Yeah, installation happens successfully on org1 peer 0, and approval is going on, right? So these all are endorsement policies. They need to approve the chain code. They'll simulation in nothing but they'll run that smart contract, each and every method inside the simulation environment, and they'll just check, is it a correct smart contract or not? Is there any malicious use case or something going syntactically, semantically wrong? And they'll validate it and they'll approve it. Now we are good. We got our approvals and our chain code is deployed. Perfect. Now let's check our logs again. Let's check the containers. Now you can see more containers over here. See, I have a lot of containers now. So very first is this is a long name. You can see 2 containers. It's up 23 seconds ago. It's recently got up. So this is my test chain code container. You can see test chain code example appear to org2. This test chain code is related to org2 chain code, and this one is related to org1 test network, right? So we have here 2 different containers. Now let's quickly check the log of our chain code. So I'll grab the chain container ID. We'll do sudo docker logs and then paste container ID. Now I can see here the logs. See, peer address, and then generate all data, creating new chain code support client for the peer communication. Successfully it's got registered and it's ready to use. Establish communication with peer node, state transfer to ready, right? Established, now it's ready. So now it's ready to use. So on next video on, so most important thing, this all we are talking about setup as of now. We have not did any development. This is the sample thing what we got. We are trying to use it. So because it's very important to have the infra and setup ready. If we don't, we will struggle in setup. In development, when we design the new smart contract logic or we onboard multiple organization in our setup, it's gonna cause a lot of problem, right? So it's always good to have the basic infra completely smoothly running ready. Now let's quickly check the log of one more container, which is peer video. So yeah, so see, if you observe these peer logs properly, you will get to understand each and every step what is happening under the hood. gRPC server is communicating, and on that we are talking about, they are communicating with the gossip protocol on with the another organization. Validate transaction, anchor peer transaction, join channel joining transaction, gossip stream sending the gossips to the another peer, right? With this committing the transaction and committing to the ledger, waiting for exit, all the install the chain code. You can see installation chain code, call chain code, create database if not exist. So this all if you read these logs one by one, you will understand what exactly happening under the hood. So whatever theoretically we always used to say, the chain code lifecycle is first it will going to package, then it will going to install, it will going to get approved, it will create a transaction, that transaction get validated by the peers, and then it get committed into the ledger. All those things you can observe here very properly, right? So this is all in today's video. Excited for more deeper dive. Cool. See you in next video.